Fatou was small, but she was strong. Her hands, roughened by village life, were used to hard work. Fatou was also brave. She dreamed big dreams. Fatou wanted more for her family and herself. She knew she had the strength to change their story. Fatou's village was small. Everyone knew everyone. Life was simple, but it was hard. There wasn't much opportunity. Fatou knew she had to leave to make her dreams come true. Leaving her family was hard, but Fatou knew it was for the best. She promised to return, bringing success and happiness with her. Her family, though sad to see her go, encouraged her dreams. They knew Fatou was special. The city lights were dazzling. They were a stark contrast to the starry nights of her village. Fatou clutched her small bag tightly. It held all her possessions and her big dreams. Waterloo was bustling. People rushed through the streets. The air was filled with the sounds of cars, music, and distant chatter. It was overwhelming, but Fatou was determined to find her place. Her aunt Aminata lived in a small house. It was crowded, but it was a roof over her head. Fatou was grateful. It was a starting point. Aminata wasn't happy to see Fatou. She had 3 daughters of her own. Another mouth to feed, she muttered, shaking her head. Fatou tried to be helpful. She cleaned and cooked. She helped Aminata's daughters with their chores, but nothing seemed to please them. They were jealous of Fatou. They whispered about her behind her back. They teased her about her clothes and her village ways. Fatou ignored them. She focused on her goals. One day the city organized a sports event. It was a celebration of strength and talent. Fatou saw her chance. She knew she was fast and could jump high. She could run for hours without getting tired. The day of the event arrived. The stadium was packed. Excitement filled the air. Fatou stood among the other participants. She was small, but her eyes shone with determination. Fatou ran faster than she ever had before. She jumped higher than anyone else. She won every race she entered. The crowd erupted in cheers. They were amazed by this small girl with such incredible strength and speed. Fatou became a local hero. Her picture was in the newspapers. Everyone in Waterloo was talking about her. She was an inspiration to the young and old alike. People recognized her on the streets. They would stop her and congratulate her. Mothers would point her out to their children. Be like Fatou, they'd say. Work hard and you can achieve anything. Fatou remained humble. She knew this was just the beginning. She continued to train hard. She wanted to become even faster and stronger. She had her eyes set on a bigger goal. Aminata's daughters, however, were not happy. Their jealousy grew. They had always considered themselves superior to Fatou. Now she was the star, and they were invisible. They started making snide remarks. They complained about the attention Fatou received. They tried to undermine her confidence, but Fatou wouldn't be deterred. Fatou knew her worth. She had found her passion in sports. It gave her a sense of purpose. She used the negativity around her as fuel. She trained harder, pushing herself further. She was determined to silence those who doubted her. One day, a letter arrived. It was from a prestigious sports academy in France. They offered Fatou a full scholarship. They had heard about her talent and wanted to nurture it. Fatou couldn't believe her eyes. This was her dream come true. She could study and train at the best facilities in the world. This was her chance to fly. She shared the news with her aunt and cousins. Aminata, for the first time, seemed proud. Her daughters, however, were speechless. Their jealousy was now mixed with a hint of admiration. Fatou excelled at the academy. She trained hard and learned quickly. She competed in international competitions, winning medals and accolades. She became a rising star on the global stage. Aminata's daughters followed Fatou's journey from afar. They watched her on television, their faces a mixture of awe and regret. They finally understood the depth of Fatou's dedication and talent. They wrote to Fatou, apologizing for their past behavior. They expressed their pride and admiration. They asked for her help, hoping to benefit from her connections in the sports world. Fatou, with her kind heart, forgave them. She knew they had learned their lesson. She used her influence to help them get opportunities they wouldn't have dreamed of before. Fatou's journey from a small village girl to an international sports star became a beacon of hope. She proved that with hard work, dedication, and an unyielding spirit, anything is possible. She returned to her village, a changed landscape thanks to her success. She built a school and a sports center, giving back to the community that